Some talk loud. I talk true. That's why they listen.
Stream Elements.
I don't chase
St. Claus TCB Miiverse is now live. Streaming Winx Club, the magic is back. The Dragon Flames got moxie.
The echo in their pride. I walk where they whisper but never step inside. I don't lie for protection, I don't bend for applause. My silence is a weapon, my truth rewrite laws. They build walls out of fear, I just step through the frame. I don't flinch when it burns, I just smile at the flame. I don't need permission to break what they fake. I don't run from the risk, I just teach
live online under the category Winx Club, the magic is back, the uptime begins.
I don't fade away. I'm the storm they avoid to face. The unmasked truth in a world of grace. I speak what they fear to say. I don't dress my words to obey. I'm the fire they hide from sight. The type of truth that doesn't ask if it's right. I don't beg for their silence, I don't owe them a sound. I don't seek their approval, I just shake up the ground. I'm the chill in the blaze, the fracture and doubt. The moment they realize what power looks like without shout. I don't wait for a signal, I don't knock on closed doors. I don't bluff when it's heavy, I just settle the scores. I'm the breath before thunder, the hush before change. I'm the reason there's safety suddenly feels strange. I don't whisper sugar to hide what I mean. I don't fit in the frame, I distort the whole scene. I speak what they fear to say. I don't kneel, I don't fade away. I'm the storm they avoid to face. The unmasked truth in a world of grace. I speak what they fear to say. I don't dress my words to obey. I'm the fire they hide from sight. The type of truth that doesn't ask if it's right. They speak to be light, I speak to be known. Only one of us exists when the lights are gone. I speak what they fear to say. I don't bend, I don't break, I don't sway. I'm the verse that refuses to bow. The truth they all dodge, but they hear it now. I speak what they fear to say. I don't flinch, I don't fade, I don't stray, I don't stray. I'm the kind of echo that stays, long after pride walks away. Truth ain't loud, it's undeniable.
Yo, what's up? What's up? Okay. A few things. Huh?
Jackson outlaw.
Hang on a second. Hang on. Okay. Okay, kinda got that solved. Sorry about that. I guess I kinda forgot autoplay was on, and, just went and played the next song despite the fact that the music is over. That was entirely my fault. I should have made sure that the autoplay was off, but, whatever. Whatever. Beside the point. Okay. And no, I don't let you add. Sorry, you can go away. Okay. Now, I will say, there, within a few exceptions, some creators I don't regret showcasing. In fact, I stand by the ones I showcased. Tim Pool being one of them. I think did I ever showcase Jester Bell? No, I think about it, probably not. And I think it may have committed a grave sin. Being a VTuber, I have not reacted to a show and head video. It's practically at this point become law that if you're a VTuber, you have to react to show and head, or at least showcase her in some capacity. I'll get to that. I'll get to that. But I gotta admit that one grave sin. Quick. I think I've showcased both Here Hey and Rev. Now, as for the YouTubers that I regret showcasing, that would be both Grifterly Noah and The Quartering. Yeah, I honestly regret showcasing The Quartering. For those who don't know what he's done, let's just say he kicked up a lot of drama on Twitter, and he went on a mass flagging campaign, silencing any of his critics. I can't abide that, so I went and unsubscribed to both of his channels, both The Quartering and Jeremy Hembley. Shit, I think there's one channel that he ran that I forgot to unsubscribe from. But I'll worry about that later. For now, we're not exactly ready to start the game yet. Not yet. Let me get the video at the ready. We're showcasing my boy Rev, who is. He posted this video 4 days ago. I didn't want to watch this video yet until now because I wanted to react to this live with you guys. The Quartering Nerdrotic situation is genuinely insane. I'm gonna give my boy a preemptive like because this is gonna be banger content. Let's go!
Hey, what's up guys, Riff here. So it's the weekend, you know what that means. It's time to check in on the Quartering, and at this point, it honestly feels a lot less like a weekend checkup and a lot more like a welfare check because this guy has been brutally crashing out over the past month plus as he's faced some very legitimate criticism from many different people, and he has doubled.
I'm just gonna say real quick, it's the weekend when this video went up. Not exactly in my neck of the woods, let's just say that. But yeah, this is far from the weekend. But I digress.
And triple down on these things he's being accused of doing. In fact, the only response he really has is picking fights with content creators and losing horribly. And
this is part of the reason why I unsubscribed from Jeremy Hembley and The Quartering. There's just the fact that he went and picked fights, and not only that, but he went out of his way to, like I said, he went out of his way to mass flag YouTube channels that criticize him. And while he actually denied that, but during a live stream, when typing up, oh shit, the URL, it has the email I got from YouTube thanking me for reporting. Yeah, how's that going for you, Jeremy? How exactly is that going for you? Oh, wait a minute. Can't criticize another YouTuber, because anytime you do something like that, it just means you're a grifter, right, Grifterly Noah? Right, The Quartering? Hmm? Oh, by the way, tomorrow, going forward, you will no longer see the coffee brand and coffee panel. I plan on completely distancing myself from the quartering. And ad, you can go away, please. Thank you. Okay.
In his most recent crash out, which I'm sure is sponsored by Fireball, well, he picks a fight with a whole host of content creators, labeling them as woke SJWs for criticizing him. And
What? Excuse me? Just because someone criticizes you doesn't make them woke, Jeremy. So a show full of anti-woke culture warriors banned one of their for daring to interview someone they didn't like. I'm gonna have to put an X to down on that one, especially since you've been trying to convince people that you didn't mass flag people who criticize you. Shut the fuck up with that, recording.
And also criticizing one of his co-hosts, Chrissy. Now, we're going to get into this in just a minute because the clip he's sharing doesn't even make sense for what he's trying to claim in this tweet. In fact, it's so bad, he already got community noted.
Damn! Damn! Brutal! You know when you've been community noted, that's been... Oh my god. You know when you've been community noted, you've done fucked up.
In just about an hour after making this post.
Oh shit, even within an hour! Damn, that's even more brutal.
Now, we're going to be focusing on some updates regarding the quartering, but also his friends Chrissy Mayer and Melanie Mack, who have been brunting the storm, waiting for it to pass over, but the drama involving the quartering is only...
Oh yeah, Melanie Mack here. She's especially awesome. Personally, I can't say I approve of the tattoos, but... Hey, it is what it is. She still has amazing takes. I'd recommend subscribing to Melanie Mack. Actually, I should probably showcase Melanie Mack's content one of these days. That's my next live stream. I'll do that.
Intensified, and during that, Melanie Mack has, well, taken a 10 toes down approach defending the quartering, and she's getting bodied on social media right now. And Chrissy Mayer is attempting to act like she had no idea what's been going on the last month plus, and that's not going well either. Now, of course, the crux of what people are talking about is not just various criticisms of the quartering, but also the fact that he has recently expressed his will and ability to deplatform his critics, which, ironically enough, after that, a whole host of his critics had their videos and channels hit with strikes. Now, facing a...
That's what I was talking about earlier. The whole mass reporting or just the mass false flagging campaign that he went on. A lot of people have had their channel struck down, unfortunately. watch the quartering actually come after my channel next, now that I'm actually talking about him. I'm fully expecting that to actually happen. So if I get a strike, you probably know why. I'm looking at you, the quartering.
Mountain of criticism over the past month, the quartering decided to duck several debates by going on a phone and internet detox last weekend. Unfortunately, that didn't last very long or really achieve anything because the criticism kept rolling in. In fact, several large videos were made, including this 3.5 hour long piece on the quartering that has 500,000 views, dissecting everything happening right now and over the past bunch of years involving the quartering, including one clip I saw where the quartering is drinking vials of, let's just say the man's getting his protein in one way or another, but we have...
That's putting it very lightly. That may be putting it YouTube safe. But the dude's been getting drunk, so that's just... He's been consuming copious amounts of alcohol. I don't think you're going to be getting protein from alcohol, dude.
We have some updates, okay? Remember this clip where the quartering was doing an IRL stream at a Renaissance fair?
What? I never saw the appeal of doing IRL streams. Like, why the fuck is that even a thing? Why live stream everywhere you go? Like, I don't understand that. Can anyone help me understand why anyone would make a stream wherever you go, stream your entire life or whatever you do? I never saw the appeal. Like, I don't, maybe I'm missing something. Maybe it might just be me, but I don't know why anyone would want to do that. I mean, for Christ's sake, there are some things you want to keep off of the internet. Okay? And streaming, that should be something you do at home. Not everywhere you fucking go. Now, I get wanting to record some things when you're out, like, okay, you're a day-to-day vlogger. That makes somewhat sense. Just pre-record your shit. I mean, hell, honestly. Hang on 1 second. Let me... my camera stand... my selfie stick just doesn't want to cooperate. There we go. Let me just get this in camera real quick. I've got this beauty right here. This is Minolta 4K camera. And this is what this baby I'm gonna use for doing my vlogs. But at the very least, it's pre-recorded. Like, you're never gonna see me doing any lives when I'm out walking. Not even where I'm at right now. I'm never gonna do that. Cause some things are best kept at home. Alright? Alright. Now, let's continue. Let's continue.
And he was making aggressive and disturbing comments about some of the mothers at this festival. in the presence of their children, by the way. Well, these were comments that the quartering doubled
Wait
down
a second. Go back, please. Go back.
about some of the mothers at this festival.
One more time, please.
And disturbing comments about some of the mothers at this festival.
Jesus fucking Christ. Disturbing content. Disturbing comments about mothers and... Oh my god, dude. Not only do I regret showcasing him, but I'm also embarrassed as ever a subscriber to this guy. Oh my god. Jesus Christ. Ugh.
Wizbit said,
H.
viewers,
Fucking
plus
disgusting,
one,
man.
alarm clock 21 minutes and 14 seconds.
In the presence of their children, by the way. Well, these were comments that the quartering doubled down on, saying he regrets nothing, and this was all fake pearl clutch.
Alright, we've reached levels of fake pearl clutching I never believed possible. Going through live streams some years... Oh my god, dude! Are you fucking serious right now? Are you fucking serious? Go through a live stream some years ago of a guy having fun and joking with his live chat to Renaissance. Jesus Christ, dude. That's as much a joke as punching someone in the face is a prank. I'm sorry, but if you're making disparaging comments, that's not a joke. And it'll be a cold day in hell before I ever believe that's a joke.
Well, here's the update. He has been allegedly banned permanently from that Renaissance festival because people brought that clip to the festival and they want no parts.
Two words, Jeremy.
Of this guy ever attending there again. Now, I've met some goofy individuals over the years, but I've never met anyone who's been banned from a Renaissance festival. Maybe I'm not living life to the fullest if, my friends aren't getting canceled or banned from Renaissance fairs, but that is the quartering right now. The behavior he described as completely normal, by the way, was enough to get him permanently banned from this Renaissance fair. Now, of course, people are focusing on the quartering, but they're also focusing on his co-hosts of his podcast and his friends, Melanie Mack and Chrissy Mayer, who are really doing everything in their power the last month to weather the storm. They've been acting like this is all going to blow over. Make no mistake, ladies and gentlemen, these two are 100% aware of everything going on here. If you've been into one of the streams, you know what the chat looks like, okay? All of the regular chat and the super chats are filled with people dunking on everyone involved in this scenario and pointing out what's going on. If you've ever been a part of a podcast where something like that's happening, you noticed instantly when things start going off the rails. That's how it's been the last 4 or 5 weeks. So to act like they don't know what's going on is ridiculous. Here's an example, right? This person's saying, bro, this is a effing train wreck. Look at their chat. Just an average screenshot of their chat where they're mocking them for blaming woke people for all of this criticism and saying, don't let the pro-censorship Janny fool you, Chrissy. And then people saying, seems like everyone dislikes what Jeremy did, referring to many different things. And what are all the oranges for, chat? Very good question. And people calling Jeremy a creep.
That is a good question, actually. Going back a little bit. That actually is a good question. What is up with all the oranges? Like, genuinely, no clue. Like, what is up with the oranges?
What are all the oranges for, chat? Very good question. And people calling Jeremy.
What's that? There's two chats of oranges. Mika, wait, orange is good! I'm sorry, I couldn't resist.
A creep as well. Now, Chrissy has been full self-preservation at this point. She is trying to basically detach herself from ordering and act like she's had no idea.
This to me is like, and trust me, I spent most of the day, hours on the phone with different friends who've been filling me in on everything I should have known. And it is so much worse than I realized, and it was my job as an interviewer to kind of hold myself to a higher standard, and I should have known the full extent of all this drama, and I didn't. So now I understand why everybody.
Okay, I'm willing to give her the benefit of the doubt, but at the same time, girl.
Yeah, again, this is self-preservation at this point. There is 0% chance she had no idea what was going on with the quartering. Either she had to save face. But here's...
I'm willing to say it's the former. She's not completely off the hook.
When this bleeds into the Friday Night Tights chat, good luck explaining to Gary Nerdrotic why he's getting super chats, which now right now, because of her continued participation on his podcast and his streams, Chrissy has been labeled as someone who is okay with channels being flagged or having strikes for criticizing the quartering. It's a really bad look. And now her appearances on Friday Night Tights are being questioned. And on the latest episode of that, she did not make an appearance. And I'm going to play this clip from the stream.
Yeah, there's quite a few who made an appearance as well. My man Geeks and Gamers. Let me see. There's a few I recognize here. There's the real life fake wizard, also a good guy. He's pretty cool. Check him out. The others I don't quite recognize, at least not by the icons anyway. But real life fake wizard and Gigs and Gamers I would recognize anywhere. But then again, if you know, you know.
Talking about the issue and talking about her lack of an appearance, and keep in mind, this is the exact clip the quartering is going to tell you as an example of all of these creators being woke SJWs.
Chrissy's not on the show today. I had a talk with Chrissy yesterday about the...
Oh, the little platoon. Am I subscribed to the little platoon? I'll have to check later. I know I'm subbed to the real life fake wizard. I think I'm also subbed to Ryan Kennel. I'm definitely subbed to Nerdrotic. But some of these other guys I don't recognize. I'll have to check them out later. Because they seem like pretty cool people.
Situation she inserted herself in, whether it was due to ignorance.
I woke culture warriors banned one of their co-hosts for daring to interview someone they didn't like. They literally used language like she has to educate herself. They fought SJW so long, they became them, and the sad thing is, people will support this.
I've not heard anything of the sort. Yeah, I did not hear that in the quote or anywhere in the clip you tried to use, Jeremy. Not even vaguely resembling that. I mean, come on, dude. You gotta do better than this.
Now, you guys just watched the clip. You know that nothing he's saying here is reflected in the clip. Again, I don't know what the state...
Well, Rev, thank you. Thank you for making what I said basically redundant. Yay! But, he's actually right. You've just seen the clip. And nothing even remotely vaguely hinting towards anything like that is in the clip. Now, I had no personal connections with the quartering, otherwise I'd call betrayal. Kind of like with Grifterly Noah. That was a flat-out betrayal because I had a personal connection with him. But I digress. I've had no such personal connection with the quartering, and thank God for that. But still, this... I'm disappointed. I'm very disappointed.
State of mind is for the quartering right now, but this is a gigantic fumble. If he was trying to prove a point, this clip has nothing to do with it. In fact, you can see it got hit with a community note, okay, saying the co-host in question was not banned. They were simply not present for the show. The issue was addressed at the start of the episode. This is yet another crash out from the quartering, a crash out that doesn't even make sense. Everything he's claiming here makes no sense, and by virtue of calling out the entire podcast, he's calling out every content creator on this panel right now, which is a really bad idea. Now, granted, most of these people...
Yeah, that's an extremely bad look in and of itself, but we're gonna let Rev explain.
People are already criticizing him for his recent behavior, but this really solidifies it, and this is just embarrassing, and the note is very appropriate. And he's crashing out in the replies, which I'm sure he's going to delete eventually. This person says, dude, you literally struck down channels you didn't like, with this screenshot from a few weeks ago, where the quartering says, please Google the definition of sarcasm.
That is a terrible response right there. Please Google blah 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 blah. That's always a shitty response right there. And it doesn't make the point that you want it to make. And it's extremely easy to fall back on. Yeah, it's sarcasm, bro. It's sarcasm, bro. Dude. I'm gonna say one thing and one thing right now, okay? Hang on 1 second. McMunchin here doesn't know the meaning of the word sarcasm. So you want to be careful with what you say, buddy. Or else you face the wrath of McMunchin. And he hungry. McMunchin is a hungry motherfucker. He hasn't had breakfast, and you're on his menu. Do not anger McMunkin. Dorkism aside, let's just continue.
So that's all you can really rely on at this point is, I guess, sarcasm. And here's another reply saying nearly every single one of these people on this panel has engaged in the drama, yet only Chrissy gets punished. I wonder why that is. Oh yeah, it's because she didn't turn on her friend and join the hate mob. People are just coping. This is textbook woke cancel stuff. Amazing and stunning and brave post while locking the replies so no one can directly reply to what
You know that. You know you're cooked when you lock replies. Dude, just you say something, you get called out, you get called out for it, and you lock replies. That is how you know you're cooked. Otherwise, why lock your replies at all? Like, why? Even during the harassment campaign that I got, a week ago at this point, I never lock replies. I just don't. What does that say about you, Luke Ordering? What does it say about you, Jeremy? It's always a laugh when I see people do that. And I've seen a couple predators on Twitter lock their responses.
what he's saying. But yeah, a lot of the people have engaged in the drama, aka criticizing the quartering, because they don't like what's happening, especially with the threats of taking down videos and channels, and then of course that happening over the following weeks. Yeah, that is the cardinal sin of content creators. You never weaponize or even threaten to weaponize the system to take down your critics. That's why everyone is pretty much universally against this. So yes, it's fair that they're engaging in the drama.
Drama, quote unquote. Biggest air quotes with drama. You're so wrapped up in creating drama quartering that I gotta start calling you Kotoko. How about that? Yeah, from now on, let's just call the quartering Kotoko. Because the dude's certainly acting like the ultimate drama. No, I'm sorry. Lil ultimate drama. If you know, you know. Well, let me just put it this way. People who don't know. People who don't know. People who know. Yeah. Well, I'll have to talk to my brother about this, but when I have him go through Ultra Spare Girls, I'll probably have him co-commentate, but I
hate them.
that scared me. I'll have to talk to him about it, and while I'm playing through the game, probably have him co-commentate, but I'll have to actually ask him before I lock that in.
Because they're criticizing something that is a legitimate concern. Chrissy was unclear up until very recently about anything. In fact, many people thought she was just sweeping all of this under the rug. And speaking of sweeping under the rug, while the replies are getting swept under the rug, the quartering has been working overtime, hiding replies on all.
That's never a good look. That's never a good look when you're hiding replies. And look at this. Maybe you should use a clip that actually supports your claim. The clip you provided is just them saying it's Chrissy's business and not theirs. True. Report this comment. Okay, I can't exactly read the entirety of the comment because Rub's hair is in the way.
All of his related.
There it is, okay. Maybe they didn't want this mess reflecting on Gary's channel. They want her to speak on it on her own channel. Gary literally said this, and yes, she should have maybe educated herself on an issue affecting a bunch of creators before platforming someone sweeping for it even.
Tweets. You can see this hidden reply saying maybe you should use a clip that actually supports your claim. The clip you provided is just them saying it's Chrissy's business and not theirs. And someone saying report this comment. Well, it got put into the shadow realm. But down here you can see like Flash getting hidden now, and I guess he was blocked as well. Keep in mind, just a week or two ago, the quartering was trying to debate him and force his way.
Hold on. Yes, even the Flash. Straight up calling him a doxer and a harasser. Straight up calling him a doxer and a harasser. And again, watch the recording and come after my channel because I've called him out.
Two ago, the quartering was trying to debate him and force his way onto a scheduled stream from Flash, and then when the opportunity came for the quartering to show up to a related stream, he took his little internet detox. And looking back at Chrissy just yesterday, continuing on, reposting this saying, I'm noticing the people obsessing over the quartering / Melanie Mac / Chrissy thing are sounding exactly like SJW psychos, two sides of the same coin. So she's, I guess, co-signing the message from the quartering that all the critics are a bunch of psycho SJWs. Interesting. Now you saw the name Melanie Mac included as well, another friend of the quartering, who, as pointed out here by Camelot, has been running some very weird defense. I mean, she is 10 toes down for the quartering right now. In fact, she's the one who said that the video of him at the Renaissance Fair was not real, which is incredible because the quartering would directly address the clip and say that he has nothing to regret. He regrets nothing about it. So it's a very strange thing to say, but she made this tweet the same time as the quartering, definitely related, saying, don't bow to the cancel mob ever, where she already has a proposed note, I'm sure will go live soon enough. We're basically saying the context is that the cancel mob in question consists of herself and her boss, Jeremy Hambley, aka the quartering, who in recent months have been flagging and taking down any form of legitimate criticism regarding their dubious practices. And people in the replies are vicious. You can see there was hundreds of replies already.
Marshals.
People saying literally your boss.
Unfortunately, I can't snooze the ads any further, so we just have to deal with it. And hope that everything wraps up here soon. But yeah, I have to question my continued viewership and support of Melanie Mac going forward. I'm gonna be real. I mean, she's a Christian and all that, but at the same time, I don't know if I can continue supporting her. Sorry.
With a screenshot of the quartering talking about taking down people's channels, in this case, Casino. Another one saying correct, which is why a mob has turned its focus on YouTube. Keep flagging, blocking, banning, and muting, all while claiming it's the liberals' cancel mob. Like, nah, bro. Grift is up. And then you can just see more replies here. I mean, it's...
Okay. For a small chance of redemption, I don't even know what. If you want to go after Grifter, well, there you go. The quartering. There's an actual grifter for you. Although, you're probably gonna double down on your nonsense and your double standards, and somehow justify him as somehow not being a grifter. Yeah, I wouldn't put it past you, like, at all, if I'm being honest. But you may end up surprising me, but I don't know. You're not gonna get me to easily forgive you, by the way. But we'll see. I might end up being surprised.
It's really just getting ridiculous, and people pointing out that they've lost their channels and videos. All of this is a complete mess, ladies and gentlemen. The quartering has really dug his hole at this point, and anyone left there trying to dig him out, well, they're rightfully getting included in the backlash, because they've been trying to sweep this under the rug, trying to sweep for him, and trying to weather the storm, wishing this would all go away. But unfortunately for them, the quartering is making things worse by acting the way he has been acting the last month plus. But that's going to do it for this video. If you enjoyed, consider...
Well, I've already liked this video long before you even said that. Hell, long before I even watched the video. But for now, here is the link. There's the video to Reb's. There's the link to Reb's video. Go ahead and give it a like. Type up some shit in the comment section. And let them know what you think about all this Jeremy Hemley drama. I'm sorry, the Kotoko 2.0 drama. But let's get on with the game! This is kind of funny because I'm playing Wings Club. Now, I've never touched this game before, so I have no idea what to expect, but I have a basic idea on the Wings Club franchise. Oh my god, the 3D models look amazing! Beautiful! My girls look amazing! Look at that!
Group hug! Bring it in!
Link's what the magic is back! Yeah! Althea, College for Fairies have never looked so beautiful. Look at that! Let's check out the options here. Okay, the controls, delete, language, difficulty, and volume. Normal, hard, easy. Yeah, I'm sick of normal. Yeah. I'd rather things be balanced. Well, unless I play Rift Apart, in which case I'm gonna play hard. That's an amazing play hard. What a beautiful day. A perfect day for some magic practice. Let's stretch a little first. Yeah, it's Bean! We're gonna stretch by Bean drill! Someone told me I was supposed to go into the ground. I'm spinning, but I'm not exactly going to the ground. Stella, you lied to me! Okay, whatever. Look, a chest! Yeah, that's not really anything particularly amazing. Nice, it was full of gems. That's all I'm gonna do it. Here. I assume the gems are, the currency? And of course, I can't exactly do any magic right now. Yeah, that's a lock chest. But you know what? The key's right here. It might be possible to, bypass that and just grab the key first. I don't know for sure. Activate all magic circles. Okay. Seems a little unnecessary, but whatever. Okay, let's get some more exercise. Breathe. I think we've done plenty with that spin. There we go. Uh-oh, look at that. I've never seen goblins this far from the dark forest. Let's finish them off before they cause any trouble. We'll get blamed for later. Okay, so that's how we do our attack. Charge! Okay, so we gotta do this here. Okay, so you're up. Game. There we go. I'm not sure how I feel about the lack of animation. I'm gonna be honest right there. I don't know, so far this game is... So far this game seems a little, low effort. I wasn't expecting much from a game like this, but come on. Finds look pretty strange. Maybe Flora knows what to do. I guess Flora would be able to do this. Yeah, I'm sorry, but each of the fairies don't exactly feel different enough. Nothing sets them apart, honestly. Okay, I gotta admit, that was cool. that was a pretty cool transformation. I'll give the game that. What happened to the bridge? Yeah, and yeah, despite their, I don't know, there being a mechanism for a bridge. What do you got? Hey, there you are. I've been looking everywhere for you. Hey Robin, what's up? Farragonda's looking for you. Oh, really? Okay, let's get back to Althea. Hope we're not in trouble. Feeling that if Farragonda's looking for you, you are in trouble. Just a hunch. Okay, just a hunch. Hey. How are you doing? Hey, Brandon. Great, just finishing up some practice by off field. Although I was talking to Riven, and he was acting a bit strange. Riven acting strange? What's so weird about that? Well, stranger than normal, I mean. I think something happened, and he's not telling me what. Could you check in with him? Maybe he'll open up more to you. They may is with who? I know for a fact Bloom is with Kai. There you go, got it. Opening up chests like that? I mean, I had to press the button 3 times to get it to register. 3 times! I should only have to press it once. Right, nothing else I can see around here. Oh, okay, so this counts as a different area technically. That's our objective. It kind of defeats the point of looking and finding Riven if you're just gonna point it out to us. Let me. It's you. What do you want? Just wondering if you need help with anything. So, do you need help with anything? Well, if you really want to know. Someone got into my dorm and messed with all my stuff. And left me a bunch of riddles. I hate riddles. Can you help me figure out a couple of these? Sure, no problem. What's the first riddle? I'm small, but snapped like a giant tree. Find me where flowers and bushes like to be. Does that even make sense? Let's see what I can do. Okay, cool. Thanks or whatever. Come find me if you find anything. Riven being Riven. What a surprise. Yeah, I'm gonna be real. I like Riven the least out of the specialists. I'm just not a fan of his character. I'm just gonna say that. And when you know it, right here. Now that well, now that we got his stuff, let's talk to Riven. Hey, Riven. Is this one of your missing items? Huh? Oh yeah, it is! Thanks for finding this for me. Just don't tell anyone I couldn't figure out this riddle. If you don't tell anyone, I'll tell you something interesting I heard. Okay, I heard that a magical bookstore just opened in Althea. Let's see if it has anything good, as they say. I'll be the judge of that. I'll be the judge of that. Oh, it's you. Oh, hello! Basic area magic, basic shield magic. Okay, so we can buy either the basic shield magic, we can buy the combination of shield magic and magic missile, or I can just buy the basic area magic and be able to afford nothing else. Oh, and there's... We can't buy anything from group 4. Intermediate fairy magic. Mastering fairy magic. Slight increase in the duration of your fairy form. No, I think we're gonna buy the basic shield magic. And we're gonna buy the magic missile. There's that. Alright, Revan. We got a review for you! Hey, Revan. So was a book study. I think that kind of went without saying, Bloom. That's cool. If you keep visiting the store from time to time, you'll improve a lot. Excuse me? We just did that! What the hell? And it's pointing me somewhere. Excuse me? Excuse me? Farragonda is looking for you. Yeah, you told us this already. And speaking of Miss Farragonda, there she is. What do you want with this, Miss Farragonda? Hello, girls. I'm so glad to see you. It has gone missing. We don't have anyone to check on. Of course, there's no trouble at all. Wonderful. Once you finish with that, come back here and let me know if you need anything. Okay, let's check the barn and be back in no time. We need... I guess we're a couple of errand girls. Probably a good opportunity to put our skills to the test. Like, give her a new